Hey, welcome to this Command Modern Air Naval Operations gameplay video. If you love modern battle simulations, then don't miss a minute of what's coming up. Hey, welcome. It's time to play some Command Modern Air Naval Operations. We're going to do Strike Tutorial 3. It's been a big learning experience for me, and hope to show you some cool stuff in here. So what do you say we jump right in? Click there, click there, click there. Now, not going to read this, except that we've got a bunch of Russian airplanes, so we got to go bump off a bunch of things at an airport. If you want to pause this and read, go right ahead. And here we go. And while it's loading, hey, if you haven't subscribed, why haven't you? Go ahead and hit that bell notification after you subscribe so you'll know when I've posted another video. Like and share, and most especially, let me know what you think. Now, I am certainly not going to read this briefing. It's 4 or 5 pages long. It's also incredibly useful. Look, you can print it. It's very nice. It's very cool. Just, do that and off it goes. And I've got a printed copy right here. It's very sweet. If you got the game, print these things when you're well, at least the long ones. It's worth the effort. Let's jump into the scenario. Now, I'm not going to follow along too carefully here with the prompts because I have a tendency to get out of sync with them, and I'm okay with that. So first, let's examine what we've got going here. This airbase is already in, I'm not sure what you call it mode, but it's basically look at all the targets that are here. Runway access point, aircraft hangar, there's the runway, there's the radar, tarmac, terminal, there's a terminal, there's a bunch of stuff here. We're going to turn that down to just like that so we can select the airport. First thing we got to do is launch a reconnaissance mission. So we launch a reconnaissance mission from Blue Base. And once the reconnaissance mission has done its thing, then we're going to line up about 10 or 11 strikes to hit the different targets because we have a bunch of different airplanes. Let's take a look at it. We've got our reconnaissance bird. We've got 12 MiG-27s with all these different weapons, and we've got 4 Su-24s with 2 different loadouts. Very cool stuff. All ready for different targets. Now, there is one trap in this scenario. If you read the briefing, it tells you that these 4 birds all have RBK 500s, and they don't. You can see 2 of them have RBK 250s. I'll show you the trap in that when we get in there, but this is something that gave me fits till I figured it out. Oh, look at that. I had no idea. Very cool. All right, so let's go ahead. Let's select the airport. We hit Control, right click, define an area, and there we go. Now, what's cool about this is when I set up that reconnaissance mission, these relative, oh, what's wrong? I'm having a brain dead. Relative points. I've gone stupid here. Are actually kind of cool for setting up the mission, and I will show you. I need to read the books and memorize it a little bit, but, there you go. Let's add a new mission. We're going to call it Riki, which is a support mission that will open the editor. There she is. We're going to add that bird. Why is it showing a strike? Did I screw up this mission? I think I did. No, it's just right. There we go. That's cool. It's a support mission. Let's validate the area. Okay. We will add this guy to the mission. And we're not going to bother with this yet since we're just going to let him take off when he's ready. We're going to ready the aircraft. There we go. Good to go. And then we're going to tell him I want him to go military in transit. I want him to run an afterburner when he is on station, which is what those 4 points will be his station. On the way, I want him to climb to 12,000 feet. But when he gets there, I want him to stay at about 500 feet. Then we can set terrain following, but I'm not going to do that, although I think that bird may have that ability. I think this mission is good. So we jump out here and suddenly we got all these nice little blue lines. Now what that allows us to do is something pretty slick. We can position these points so that reconnaissance bird will follow these blue lines. I'll let him enter there and come out here and off his way. Now we can take a look. We can use Control D and say, well, that's 15 miles away. That ought to be enough if there were defenses there, although maybe not. Just depends on what was there. In this case, there are no defenses, so I'm not too worried about it. There's one other thing. If we leave this continuous loop set, it will just keep running that route. We're going to go ahead and tell it single loop, then it ought to go, in RTB. All right, once it's done that, we will then have the information we need to start setting up our strikes. So let's go ahead. And he ought to be, we can take a look. Says he's ready. Speed it up. There he is. He'll be off the ground. He is off the ground. All right, there he is at 12,000 feet, 570 knots. Speed it up a little bit. He ought to be descending to his station altitude and accelerating to his station speed. Kicked in those afterburners and off he goes. All right. Given that speed, I tried not to make him turn too sharp, but he's still probably wander out here somewhere. Oh, not too bad. All right. He has seen some stuff, and he's on his way out. And that's a pretty tough turn. He's wandering well outside, but he'll hit that last point. He should begin to climb out and return to base. There you go. Outstanding. Okay, that worked like a charm. So let's pause the game and take a quick look in the message window. Spotted aircraft, spotted aircraft, spotted aircraft. Da 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 da. Aircraft in the weather shelter, aircraft in the weather shelter. So that's what he saw, and we can zoom in. Damned awkward. We can zoom in, hit 9 on the keypad, and then we can do some interesting thing here. Hit the contact report, and it says there are 3 Cessna 337s here. These are the weather shelters. It says there's one there. There's one there. And the radar is generic radar control. So that's cool. All right. Now let's get that back down under control. Select the airport, because now we're going to start working on our strike missions. Now, these are complicated. They take a long time. I'm going to do 1, 2, and then do the rest offline so we can speed things up. So let's get into the mission editor. Okay, we'll create a new mission. We're going to create a strike mission. And we're going to go after some of the parking areas. Parking 1. Strike land strike active, da 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 da. Now it's 0817. Let's go ahead and schedule that mission to launch at 0820. That's cool. This is where it gets a little snaky. I had all kinds of problems with this. If you include all four of these guys, even though it says 2 sections 4, it flips out. So it says change the flight size of the mission. Well, the flight size is right, 2 sections of 4. Or change loadouts on existing aircraft so there are enough aircraft armed with identical loadouts. If you do this and have aircraft with different loadouts in a mission, and then you ready these aircraft, my experience is it'll make them all set them up the ferry to that point, and then you're screwed. You're screwed. You got to start over. So, although the scenario seems to think that these guys are all RBK 500s, they aren't. So, what do you say? We get these RBK 500s, the ones with the RBK 500s lined up, 2 aircraft, so that's happy. And then we tell them we want to hit 2 of the parking areas. So I found that if you hit shift to select them all, and then select the parking areas you want them to hit and remove, that's the quickest way to do this. All right, this guy's looking good, looking good, looking good. We want to ready these aircraft, and we'll check to be sure. Yep, it's ready with the cluster bombs and are ready to go. Now, for some reason, if I do this and this, it does that. I'm not sure. I need to read some more, but I do it every time just to be sure. Let's create one more. Strike parking 2. Land strike. And the other one started at 8:20. So what do you say we space them out by 2 minutes? 8:22. That's 2 minutes. All right, that's looking good. Set this to 2 aircraft. Come back up here, find the other 2 cluster bomb armed MiG-23s. Add them. Shift, click. Oops, that's a mess. Shift, click. Control, click to get the other 2 spaces, the other 2 parking areas. Remove everything else. Ready to selected aircraft. Make sure that you got the loadout that you expect. Yes, we do. Come over here and do this, although I don't know why, but it seems to work. And now we can take a look at these missions. This one's hitting spaces 2 and 3. This one's hitting space, the large one, and tarmac space 1. And we've got 2 out of about 10 or 11 missions ready to go. All right, well, now I'm going to pause this. I'm going to build the rest of the missions and then come back and we're going to watch it run. Hey, it'll be real quick for you, but it's going to take a little while for me. See you in a moment. Well, okay, I think I've got it squared away. I got my timing all screwed up, so I fixed it. And I think what we'll do is we'll hit the runway first at 8:18, and then we'll just proceed down the line 8:20, 8:22. You can see the ammo bunker is picking up a penetrator from an Su-24. The ammo pad is getting hit with MiG-23s with incendiary bombs. The avgas gets 1 MiG-23 with 57mm rockets. The control tower gets hit with a guided 500 kilo, I'm pretty sure it's a kilogram weapon. The hangar gets hit with the same thing. The parking area, 2 of them get hit with 500 kilo cluster bombs. The other get the 250s. The radar unit gets hit with a bunch of 57mm rockets. The runway gets hit with anti-runway bombs. The runway access gets hit with a penetrator. And the terminal gets it with 500 kilo general purpose. Now, it's 8:17:31. I think about this. The runway's got those two launching. What do you say we launch him at 8:18:2? We try to get those runways first. I'm just playing here. We'll see how that works. I think everybody is ready to go. We should be able to just jump right out. Come back out here. Come here and select this. Look at the aircraft. They say they're all ready. So let's 5 seconds. Let's start and see if we see people getting ready to go. 5 seconds is moving along. Okay, these guys are taxiing to take off. It's all looking good. Let's get out of here and wait for the excitement. Let's go ahead and speed things up. And let's not get deeply into this. All right, I don't know why it does that. Oh, I know why, because it popped up on me. So anyway, let's take a look at this. This is kind of cool. These guys all have these different waypoints. Let's get back here. He's got this waypoint, that one. So you can actually take these and move them around a bit if you want to. And there's the initial point. Looks like everybody's got the same initial point. I'm not too interested in doing that. I just want to go ahead and watch this strike. Well, what's kind of cool is that you can zoom down. In fact, it's very cool. Spread all them targets out. Let's let these guys get a little closer. Stop. And that is the runway strike. Slow down. Let's get down in here where we can see it happening. And start. When they get on the map, I'll stop and slow it down. In fact, I'll just be ready to slow it down here. There's another strike launching. And they'll be here any second now, right? In fact, we can take a look. Now that I think about it, it might be kind of cool to see. See, these guys are coming in at 1,000 feet AGL, and this should be, yes, they're surface weapons. This other guy who is got this penetrators coming in high, so they've got AI generated flight profiles, and all we have to do now is watch them go. There's their target. All right, you see the weapons are away. You can see the bloody weapons. Look at that. That just blows my mind. Thump. Thump. Now, did we have any success? No penetration. But I think we got the large aircraft. We can find out by going here. Look. It doesn't say. It says we didn't get anything. Oh well. We gave it a try. All right, we're still on 1 second. Let's start this up again. Well, it has been running. Speed it up. Speed it up. And I'm really reluctant to go a lot faster than this because it will happen too fast to be seen. All right, that weapon is on its way in, and the Su-24 is guiding it. So here it comes. That's runway access. See him circling and guiding the weapon in? Well, how did we do? 100% penetration. That's just slick. But it doesn't say. That's kind of interesting. Contact report. Let's take a look at what the game losses and expenditures say. Well, it doesn't say we killed anything, but there you go. Get the game running again. That guy's running off. 2 seconds to 5 seconds. And he's circling around, heading for home. And he's launched another one. Oh, look at that. He launched another one. I don't think I've seen this. I've played this a few times. I don't think I've seen that. And I don't know what he hit. Got 100% penetration. Well, if you look at this guy, he doesn't show any particular damage. On the other hand, that aircraft hangar looks like it got hit. No damage. Game. Well, we're dropping weapons like crazy. So far, it doesn't look like it's been particularly effective. What's coming in next? Oh, that is the ammo bunker strike. You can see that right here. If you click on that, it opens it up. It's really pretty cool. All right, get set. Come on now. Let's get set. Start it back up. Speed it back up. We ought to be seeing. Here he comes. Who is that? Oh, he's launched both of them in one strike against the ammo bunker. All right. That's pretty slick. And how well did he do? Oof. All right, we've got 2 more birds coming in. This is the ammo pad strike. It says we got decent penetration across the line, and the avgas went up. We've got a strike coming after it. Well, that time we got some Cessnas. I think we got some collateral damage that time. All right, right now we've got the ammo pad strike coming in, and they are loaded with incendiaries. All right, let's let her rip. Now, you can see the weapons. Look at this. You can see the bloody weapons. I just can't get over that. That's so cool. And miss. Well, I think maybe the area of effect is working in our favor there. And we can take a look at this guy. Oh, it's on fire. It's on fire. It's not good. And you can see every weapon is tracked. One hit 33 feet, one hit 236, 363 feet. All right, let's look out. This is the runway access strike. I thought he had dropped. Is he coming back for more? Or no, that's a different strike. Okay, here he comes. There goes his weapon. You know, this is entertaining. I find this fascinating. And, oh, that didn't look good. And The reason it doesn't, the weapon went stupid. It malfunctioned. All right, well, I guess he's heading home. What else have we got going here? Anybody else in the air? Blue strike. Avgas strike. Everybody else heading out. He's not the only one inbound. And, yep, okay. That's looking okay. And he fires the rockets. Wait a minute, that wasn't the Avgas strike. Yeah, it is. I don't know why he fired at the radar. I guess because maybe the Avgas got stomped already. Could that be it? He fired at the radar. That's absolutely fascinating. I haven't seen that kind of behavior before. Pause. Losses and expenditures. Yeah, the Avgas was already shot, so he took he took a target of opportunity. All right, let him get out of here. That's behavior I've not seen. I'm kind of tickled. All right, coming in now. Control tower strike and the hangar strike. And there's another one launched. All right, I did that. That was my fault. That was my fault. I sped it up. Looks like the control tower got whacked. And we can find out by going down here. Well, maybe not. Wow, I'm having a heck of a time. Why? Okay. Runway access is smacked. Hangar. Tarmac, radar. Our terminal. It looks like we missed the radar attack. I sped it up too fast. I get, what can I say? I get anxious. I want to see it, and then it goes too fast. What do we got left? Hangar. And parking strikes. Oh, man, this is not the best interface in the world. But there you go. I'm sitting there fighting keys to get things moved around. All right, I've seen that. Yes, don't care. Why won't it let me control things? Well, it got completely out of control. I was hitting the pause key until the cows came home, and it just wouldn't want to let me play. But a bunch of guys got in there. Well, without looking at this with any detail, let's see how successful they were. Control tower, avgas, bunkers, ammo bunkers, aircraft. That all looks pretty good so far. I think that pretty much does it though, right? Oh no. Oh no. Got the radar strike still coming. And the terminal strike. Right. So what do you say we just let this run and watch it from this point of view? And once again, I get caught. What kills me is these things popping up. All right, here he comes. Yeah, I think I've said this before. I wish they had a 7-second. Boom, somebody just got it. Looking over here. Well, I don't think any of those rockets hit. It's not been a good day for that, is it? Let's take a look. Game. Losses. Yeah, we haven't got anything else. This is talking about head home with third bomb, still straight. If you want to take over there, you have to go to another target, select it, hit you. Okay, I'm not worried about that. I'm just trying to demonstrate how this works. And coming in here, that's the terminal. That might be the last one. Don't recall. Pause. Click on that terminal. Yeah, I think that's the last strike. There it is at 8:40 when it launched. And off we go. I apologize for the clumsiness. I am still, I don't know how I did that. Just can't love the interface. It's a cool game, but the interface is really clumsy. And on top of that, my clumsiness makes it crazy. This is interesting. If you work quick enough at closing the base, some of the resident aircraft may have taken off. I haven't seen anything happen. Don't care. Show me what happens here. He's coming in with the general purpose bombs. There they are. Thump, thump. And once again, it fought me on the pause. Oh, wow. They hit that terminal hard. Oh, look at all the weapons that hit it. Looks like that one missed. Those 5 hits. Take a look. Losses and expenditures. Oh yeah, the airport terminal building got crunched. So we come down here with all this clumsiness and we can see that runway access point is seriously damaged. Runways aren't damaged at all. These aircraft shelters, I don't even know if I targeted them. Radar is on fire. And the tarmac space took some light damage, which got some, I think those parking areas though, I think we got some, I think we got the birds that were there. At least some of them. Yeah, we got 5 of them. Outstanding. I think that's that. We let the game run. And there you go. Now, this is interesting. Another idea, instead of using multiple strike missions, which we did here, is make a patrol mission, name it holding or marshalling, turn to 1 through a route off, set flight size to pairs, and assign all your aircraft. Then you can micro the attack and bring your aircraft in at your leisure. You will need to hit U to unassign them from your holding mission before you conduct your attacks, or it might confuse them. They're only pilots after all. So, when you have large strikes with dozens of aircraft, this marshalling technique is a good way of setting things up. Get everybody on board and dump into a strike mission all at once to overrun defenses. So, we'll see. In the next mission, the bad guys get to fight back. Hey, I hope this was informative, even with my clumsiness. And I've had fun. I'll see you again soon. Hey, thanks for watching. If you click on that picture of very young Waz, you'll be subscribed so you'll never miss another video. Then click on that bell notification button and please share and comment. See you again soon.